Welcome into Hedge Rich Pick a Card with me, Deborah. Thank you for clicking onto this video. We are going to be calling in a passed on loved one, a mother energy. So it is a female energy. This can be a mother, this can be a grandmother, or even great grandmother, depending what your situation is. I am going to take out 3 different cards and I'm going to lay them out on the table. And as I take out the cards, excuse me if I'm clearing my throat, as I, let's say, lay out the cards, I am going to be speaking because I am clairaudient, so I hear what your passed on loved one is saying or your spirit guide is saying. When I speak with regards to each one of the cards, you are then going to go with the card that resonates the most with you, that touches something inside of your soul. Okay, so let's get into this for you and see which 3 cards will come up with regards to this beautiful energy that we are going to be calling in. So the first card out, we have got Lady Nada, okay? And it does say heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So first of all, I've got a couple of things coming from here. This energy is definitely associated with love. The person that has come in here knows that you have loved them dearly, but I feel like you either this person may have been sickly for some time before they passed away, and it was a heavy burden on you and those around you, watching them get weaker and weaker as they moved on. And they do know that it took a burden on you to see them almost like wasting away, but they are coming in here wanting to share a message with you, wanting to tell you something about their life and who they are now even, and about how they saw things with regards to when they were alive, how they saw you, and how they still see you as being. It's a very deep message, especially with regards to emotion. So I feel like this person's like passing, or this person's end, it could have been very painful for all of you. And I feel like she wants to come in here and put a lot of people's hearts at rest. Okay, that was a very kind of like direct message. She also she's got so much to say. So whomever this is, a very talkative person, okay, she also feels as if you've closed your heart. So she wants to come in and advise and help you. The second card out, very talkative, number 1. So number 2, faith, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. This person, this grandmother, this mother, great grandmother, she definitely had some kind of belief system. She could have been very religious in some kind of way, or very how can I put it, very in faith. Excuse me guys, I have got a chest cold that it just doesn't want to move, so apologies if I'm coughing. So I believe she always believed that in faith and hope. Even when things were going wrong, she would always be going, it's going to be all right. She would pray. She would be very religious in some kind of way, or spiritual in her belief system. I like the way it says here, stay calm and trust the good in yourself and others. So you may be maybe feeling a little bit pessimistic, or you may be feeling like there is no good in the world, or you may be feeling like you don't have hope in a situation that you're experiencing or in life in general. And I know she wants to come in here and share something very important with you. So card number 3, let's have a look and see. The Miriam. Okay, the Miriam. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So I'm immediately seeing the reflection here of 2, like it looks like twins. And I feel like this is your relationship with your mother. I feel like card number 3 is sometimes your relationship with her wasn't the best. And there were times that maybe you got on each other's nerves, or you did things to each other, or she did things to you that maybe you wouldn't have liked or you didn't like at the time. And I do feel like you guys are kind of mirroring each other though. It's almost as if you're so alike, and that's what could have caused a lot of different conflict between the 2 of you. And I do feel like there is love here, because it says remember that love has no boundaries. I feel like there's also guilt attached to this card as well. I feel like sometimes maybe you didn't get along very well with your mother, and now that she has passed, you do love her, And I feel like she's got something very important to say to you. There's words that maybe she couldn't get a chance to speak, because when she was here, she was also in her ego. She was also in her energy where she is a human being, just as we all are, and she has also made mistakes. But now that she has moved out of this energy of the human body, she's in another realm and she sees things very differently. So I feel like she's got something to say to you of quite importance, especially if you had a bit of a difficult relationship, or there were times in your relationship that things happened that you wished it never happened, coming from her or even from you. So we do have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Please, if you want to go back and re-listen to it again, go back and listen to the descriptions again. Otherwise, if you are sure what you want to go for, there are timestamps in the description box below, which you can just go and tap on, and then you'll be able to get into your reading, and we'll get the messages from your past and loved one. Card number 1, welcome into your reading. Thank you for coming in here and for being here. And I thank your past and loved one, mother, grandmother, or great-grandmother, for being here as well. There is so much love here in this card. And I can see it with all the pink, all the pink energy. Your mother really loved you and cared for you like it was rare, a rare deep love that she has got for you. And I feel like she really was a good mom to you. She was really a good mom to you. The energy that I picked up on almost immediately was near the end of her life. I feel like she did have a hard time. She could have been very ill, or she just got weaker and weaker and weaker. And for some of you, it was almost as if the roles were reversed, and you were the one who had to care for her as she had cared for you when you were little. And it was like a role reversal for you. For others of you, there could be a little bit of guilt attached to her passing, or you maybe not being able to be there as she got weaker. Maybe you were too busy working, or you were far away, so you could not be around her as you had wished you could have been, and you may be feeling very guilty about that. So I want to get information from her with regards to whatever she really wants to say to you at this time. So let's get in here and see what she will say. So she's talking about fire garden, ignite your passion. Oh yes, there was something I nearly forgot. She's also mentioning the fact that your heart is not open. Maybe since her passing, or since she got maybe ill or weaker, it's almost as if an element of your heart shut down and you don't want to open it up again. And it's definitely showing up here. She's showing this up immediately with the fire guardian. I'm talking about igniting your passion. It's almost as if she's saying she feels as if you're a little bit detached from your emotion and how you are feeling and the energy that is around you. Even maybe if you're single, or even if you're in a relationship, it's almost as if you're not opening and allowing the love to get to you. Maybe you're afraid that you will get hurt again from this energy. So she wolf, unleash the wild within. Definitely a holding back energy that she's feeling from you. I almost feel as if she's saying, I feel like I'm just going to speak as if I'm her, okay? I have to say it that way because she's very talkative, whoever this is, very talkative energy. And I just want to speak as I'm hearing. So she's saying, I feel as if you holding yourself back. I feel as if you're not really living your fullest life. It's as if my passing made you realize something, and it made you afraid. It made you afraid to give of almost all of yourself, maybe to love or to experiences or to just being alive, because you realize that things can happen that are bad that you don't wish to see, and it's kind of like made you put up a wall around yourself. And she's just disagreeing with this all the way, okay? She's just disagreeing with this all the way. So I want to get the energy out. 2 cards here that represent her energy more. Can I get more information from you, please? 2 cards that represent your energy, or how you're feeling, or what you want to express to whomever is watching. To your daughter, your granddaughter, in fact. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords coming in here. Wow. Okay, that's quite a strong one to come up for her. So, and we've got the Five of Wands. So there's some kind of conflict, she says, you feel about what has happened with her. I feel like you are not yet at peace, or a part of you cannot make peace with what is happening. It's almost as if this is quite an interesting one. It may not be for everybody, but somebody out there, they could be somebody that was a doctor or a hospital, or somebody that you kind of like, it's going around in your head where you feel as if they could have done something more for her. Or you feel as if they were negligent in some kind of way with regards to her passing. And this is kind of like moving around in your head. You're looking at it all from different directions. You may also be feeling as if, excuse, my chest is so closed. It's winter in my country, so I've got a cold. So with the King of Swords coming in here, I do feel like this kind of like represents your energy, but it also feels like it represents somebody else as well. It's as if you feel as if somebody else could have done more. Maybe even a family member could have done more, or possibly you feel as if you could have done more. You could have been more there. And there's just something about the way she passed, or what happened when she passed, that it's going around in your head, and it makes you feel like you could have done something differently here. And I'm very curious to see what she's going to bring up for that. I'm going to get some more cards out for that. I really want to get the energy of what she is feeling. She's going, you got to make a decision. You're feeling very unsure. Again, this energy is coming through. Almost as if you're feeling very, very unsure. You're undecided. You're very unsure about this with regards to how maybe she passed, or the last time of her, especially after she was like maybe diagnosed with an illness, or she got weaker. There was almost like something as if you feel like it wasn't right, or you could have done more. It was an unbalanced. There wasn't enough given to her, or maybe you never gave enough, or somebody around you never gave enough. It's almost as if you're taking full responsibility, or you feel like somebody else is responsible for what happened, or something wasn't done properly. With your Page of Swords coming in here, I do feel like it is fully her energy. When I saw the Page of Swords coming up here, I feel like a lot of confusion for you and a lot of responsibility on your shoulder, or you place the blame for something on somebody else's shoulder. And this is her energy. This is, when I saw it immediately, I was like, that's her energy. Because immediately when I looked at this card, if you look at it, there's this person holding a little sword, and it reminds me so much of what I'm looking at there. It's like the hair and everything wavy, and it's just the same energy. And she's going, no, nothing was out of place. Nothing was wrong. It was my time. It was my time to leave. It was my time. Everybody, she keeps saying it was my time. It was my time. Everybody leaves in their own way, be it by somebody else's mistake, be it by maybe being unable to get the help when we needed to get the help, or even however we're viewing it. It is your time, and the way that you leave, it's the way that you're always meant to leave. All is in divine order. And I feel like she's, the way she's holding the sword here, the sword is air energy. So air energy means your mind. And I feel like she's saying, please, she's offering you the sword, and she's asking you to clear this weight. Look how he's sitting there. It looks like he's so responsible. He's got the sword as well, but the sword is pointing down. It's like you're holding on to it. She's asking you to clear your mind and clear your thoughts, and clear all the things that you've experienced or seen or thought about during this time, or even after, with regards to her, and clear it, knowing that this is how things were meant to be for her. Not maybe for you, but for her own soul's growth as well. She herself has come here to this beautiful planet that we live on, and has experienced her own lessons that she needs to go through, her own karma that she needed to carry and work out. And that is what has happened with her. I do feel like the illness that she had, or whatever has happened to her at the end, it was part of a karmic sort of energy that she carried. And she's like kind of saying, I don't want you to be held back. I don't want your life to be stunted. I want you to see you throwing yourself open, because both of these cards on top here, They are wild cards. You know, we've got the fire guardian. Fire is a piece of the sun here. And this fire, it burns inside of you. And it's like she wants you to ignite the flame again. She wants you to put yourself on fire. And with the she-wolf, it's like she wants you to just be this wild person. Not necessarily wild, like go party, hey, hey. But be free. Be open and unleash your soul's energy to experience what life has to offer you. It's a very beautiful energy that she's offering you. I feel like she's offering you some kind of opportunity or peace, and she wants you to start living your life, breathe life, feel life, have life in you. You are here, experience it while you can. It is a beautiful gift. So I want to get our 2 cards on top there, where she's talking about this wild she-wolf energy and the fire guardian energy, you know. So let's see, that card has fallen, so we're going to take it. The High Priestess. Look at this energy coming together here. Wow. And then we've got the 5 of Cups, the pain. Don't remain here. I can see exactly what she wants to say. The 5 of Cups energy is the loss that you felt for her. It is the experience, that the loss of what you have lost. You know, all the 5 cups were up on top, and then her ending, it dropped the 5 cups down, and it was like you lost something in your life. But she's asking you here to be very careful. I can see with regards to her bringing up the High Priestess right next to the she-wolf energy, male or female energy. I feel like she's letting you know you need to look at things in a different way now. You need to look at life in a different way. You need to look at my passing in a different way. And I'm going to say something that I actually felt as I was coming into these readings. So when I was preparing, I was lighting the candles and I was doing all of this. And I did hear one of the passed on loved ones come in, and I wasn't sure which deck it was or which card it was going to be. It is her. Okay. And she, at that time, I was literally lighting the candles. And I usually, before I come in, I'll sit and play the singing bowls for a few minutes just to align my energy. And I feel as if she's saying, I'm just a breath away. You have no idea how close I am to you. It's just because you can't see, you can't feel. You're in the human experience, and the human experience is associated with the 5 different senses. I am not far from you. I am not broken. I am totally reborn. I am completely reborn. And any illness that I've had, any difficulties that I had, if you can see me now, that's like what she's saying. She's going, if you could see me now, I'm like a young teenage girl running around, so fresh and so full of energy and so full of vitality. I am completely restored and I'm completely healed. And she wants the same for you. This journey that you are on, she wants you to begin to look at things from a spiritual point of view. So the High Priestess doesn't just use her 5 senses, she uses her 6th sense as well. And she's saying also in some kind of way, I've been sending you little hints and little messages and little signs that I am here, and you have been seeing them. You have been seeing the little butterfly that I send, or the synchronicity of maybe finding something of hers when you thought it wasn't there, and just finding something of hers that reminds you of her, dreams about her. As a head witch, I will tell you, when you dream about a passed on loved one, you are in the presence of that passed on loved one. Everybody. If you're dreaming about a passed on loved one, that is how they spend time with you. That is how they visit you. That's the only place. And it's interesting, there's the moon. That is the only place they can be with you. They are not far. They are closer than what you think. She wants you to move out of the pain and start to look at everything from a very spiritual point of view. We go on forever, okay? Energy can never be destroyed. It is eternal, and it will just move from one way of being into another way of being. And she is now in another way of being. She knows things that are going on in your life. She knows there are things that there's something that I'm going to say that sounds really weird, but she's saying something about a moment, I think, when you were talking to her after she had passed on. There was a moment where you were talking with her. I don't know if you went to her gravesite, or you were looking at a photo, or you were just talking to an empty room, but you spoke to her and you were saying so many things to her, and I think you were upset, but I felt frustration there as well, and confusion. And maybe you asked her, are you there? Are you still okay? And she's saying that I heard you. And it is my chance now to tell you that, yes, I was there. I did hear you. And I always hear you. The moment you think of me and the moment you say my name, I am there in an instant. It is not even a second, and I'm in your presence. And if you want to speak to me at any time, you can do so, because I will respond to you. I will respond to you in a dream. I will respond to you with a feeling. I will respond to you maybe even with words in your mind. If you are clairaudient like me, if you ask a question, say of spirit guide, and you might say, what is it that you want to tell me? And you just remain silent, you might get an answer back. Okay, so if you have that kind of thoughts popping in your mind, you might be clairaudient. So let's see, what is it that you want to tell my beautiful soul? You're a person. I see 2 cards sticking out way too far, so I'm going to go for that. Your beautiful child. Let's have a look and see. So move on, move on, move on. Do not remain here. Do not remain in pain. Do not. So I'm going to say what she's saying to me. I'm going to say exactly what she's saying to me, because I don't know how that's going to be accepted by you, but I'm going to say it anyway, because I have to say what she's saying. Oh, okay. So passed on loved ones or ancestors still carry emotion to a very hard level, or not a hard level, we really earthed level, deep level, like we do to a certain point. They're not like spirit guides. Spirit guides have emotion, but not to the deepest level. Ancestor or passed on loved one is still rooted. So she says, it was my time. First of all, you need to know it was my time to go. I was never going to be here forever. Okay, she's very point blank and very straightforward. She says, don't make me feel guilty by seeing you shrivel like a flower that's not getting watered. Maybe she loved flowers. I don't know. She had a green thumb, because I'm noticing a lot of flower energy coming from her. She's saying, I don't want to see you like this. I don't want to see you sad. Remember me with joy. Remember me with love from the heart. Remember me, and not the bad times. Remember the good times. Remember the good things. Walk away from this energy. Let this negativity go, because this is holding you back a little bit in your life, and that I know she does not want to see. I know she does not want to see that, because on this side here, she's giving you 2 very powerful energies. She's asking you to, first of all, high priestess, spirituality, coming in here, looking at life in a very different way, okay? And then taking back your power here with the manifest energy, which is the magician. You've got a 1 and you've got a 2 here in your reading, okay? So maybe the number 3 might be of importance to you. Maybe the number 12 might be of importance to you, even 1 or 2, okay? So she's literally saying, please, 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 do not look at this from the human perspective, okay, from the human experience, let's put it that way. Look at it from the greater understanding of what life is about. This is a cycle that will never end. It spirals and spirals, and we all go through the cycle. But you are here, you're alive, you are breathing. Let go of the pain that's now keeping you from living, and begin to focus on what it is you want your life to be. Set yourself free here. Ignite the spark back inside of you and build something of yourself. Change something of yourself. And I'm hearing her saying, you've got an opportunity that I never had. So I'm not sure what that is about. There's an opportunity that you have coming, or you have an opportunity that that is still coming in for you, or that you know about. You have something that she couldn't do, or you have an opportunity that she never had. And she's going, don't take this opportunity and run with it. Take this opportunity and build your life the way that you want to build it, and make something absolutely marvelous out of it. So let's see what advice she's going to give you here. Look at the Six of Cups. I love you so much. Oh, this reading. I love you so much. I loved being with you. I loved raising you. I loved having you as my child. Goodness me. Okay, I've got the cards. I literally felt those cards. So she's so, full of love for you. You can see it coming up with the heart awakening. You got the Knight of Swords. Look at that energy. Okay, you got the Five of Swords. Move away from. Do you notice how all of these energies are mainly on that side? You got the Two of Swords coming in here. Let's get one more card out from the under of the deck. And you got the Magician again. I knew this energy. One more card under the deck. I want to see what we don't see. Look at that. You have a destiny to fulfill here. And she wants you to move in this direction. And she's asking you to let go of memories, even from the past here, that are holding you back. You got so many fives in your reading. You have got a Five of Cups, you got a Five of Wands, you got a Five of Swords as well. So you got 5 fives here in your three fives in your reading, and then you have a Two of Swords as well. I feel like the Two of Swords is this feeling that I got immediately in the beginning of the reading, like you're closing yourself off to life, and it's almost like you got a lot of conflict going on in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your thoughts, in your emotions, and about the past. You see the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. You got a card of the Six of Cups in the middle of it, which means you're looking into the past and memories of the past, remembering her, remembering mainly what has gone wrong. And she's going, don't do that, don't do this, don't remember that. It's creating a blockage for you. It's making you not focus on what you're meant to be focusing on. And she's asking you to walk away from all these fives here in the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords as well. With the moment you walk away from the fives, you're going to be automatically letting go of the Two of Swords. It will just be an automatic thing. Interestingly enough, I noticed something here. She's carrying this sword, and it's like she wants to give it to you. Do you see that? And then the card that comes up is the Knight of Swords, and it's like he's taken the sword, or it can be male or female energy. The Knight of Swords means to move forward rapidly, to move forward with determination and open heart and clear thought and a clear mind, and begin to manifest and focus on the life that you want to create. You've got the manifesting energy coming up twice in your reading. And next to that, we have got a Wheel of Fortune, interestingly enough. And I was just saying to you a little while ago, if I can remember, I was saying life is like a spiral, and here's the spiral. And she's also bringing it up because she brought up the Wheel of Fortune, saying that everything is the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is divinely orchestrated. And her time for passing was the time she was meant to go. But you still have life left here. You still have something that you're meant to be doing, because the Wheel of Fortune doesn't only talk about her destiny, it also talks about your destiny that still lies ahead of you in your life. What I can pick up from her is that she's saying, like, you have this ability to create freedom for yourself. So it could be financial freedom or life freedom in some kind of way, maybe career freedom, or just have freedom in life and be able to travel and see the world, maybe like she never did get to do. And you have this opportunity to be able to do this. And I feel like it's like she wants to be able to watch you live this life that maybe she never had an opportunity to have. And in watching you, it's as if she gets a chance to experience it as well. So you're not only doing this for yourself, you're doing it for her too. It's like she's watching, when somebody goes on holiday and they come back and they show you all the videos and all the things, and they bring back something and they show you, look, I got this from Italy, or I got this from India, or wherever you went. It's like, you know, you're showing somebody something and they're able to touch it and look at it and go, wow, that's so amazing, it's so beautiful, and it's almost like they can touch it and feel it themselves. You living your life and fulfilling your own destiny is giving her a chance almost to live vicariously through you. She's so proud of you, and she's going to be even more proud of you because she sees what you can become. All she's asking of you is to let go of the pain, let go of the fear that has closed you down, and move on, move forward, literally, and move forward with what she's offering you. And another thing, whenever a passed on mother or a passed on grandmother, especially mother energy, does happen, they do want to offer you a gift, especially mothers. Mothers want to offer you a gift. Father passing on, they want to offer you some kind of stability. Okay, that's what I've picked up on. The mother wants to give you a gift, and I feel like this is a gift for you. And the only way you're going to get moving into what this gift is, okay, is to move forward and begin to manifest whatever it is that you're feeling in your heart. So whatever is pulling your heart will be the gift that she wants to give you. There we go. Thank you so much, card number 1, for coming in and listening to this message. Thank you so much, passed on loved one. I'm greatly, greatly honored to have you here and feel your heart, feel your soul, feel who you were. And I just want to say to her, you are such a good mom. You know what I mean? You are such a blessing to whomever is we're never always the most perfect people, you know, but she wasn't a good mom to you. And I'm thanking her for being that person to you. And she's still a good mom to you. She still wants to help you. And she is going to help you by giving you something here that is going to move you into what your destiny and what this destiny is that is calling you. Thank you so much. Card number 1. If you do want to catch more content, please do subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button as well. That will help this little channel here on YouTube grow even bigger. If you want to catch more content by me, this is my second channel here on YouTube. You can check out my first channel, Head Rich Tarot, which will be links in the description box below for all the zodiac signs. And then you can even check out my third channel, which is Head Rich Healing, which is a healing guided meditation ritual, because I'm a witch, healing channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time in one of my readings. Bye. Welcome into your reading. Isn't this such a beautiful blue color? I was just admiring this beautiful blue energy. Maybe your passed on mom or a grandmom, great grandmother loved blue in some kind of way, but it's just such a beautiful color. Humanity and benevolence. Is that said right? If my accent is very bad, so if it doesn't sound right, then apologies. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. I'm hearing her say overwhelmed. Okay, see the light in the world. So something at this moment in time, I feel could be going on with you. And the reason why you got called into this reading, you found this reading, is that I feel like she wants to give you some hope here. I love the way there's a heart here. She's carrying it looks like a little bottle of perfume with a little like heart shape. She may have had a fancy little bottle of perfume like this. I don't know if you have it now with you, or something that was like smelling, or like flowers, that's dried flowers that smelled like potpourri, something like that, something that smells. I don't know if you have that, or something that is of hers that smells like her. Interesting. Okay, I felt that very interesting energy. Whoever she was a person of a lot of faith. I feel like she could have been very religious in some kind of way, even if she was a Christian or a Muslim or something, or something like that. And she was a very religious person in some kind of way. She had faith in God, basically. And I believe she could be seeing you maybe not believing in the goodness of people anymore. Maybe not believing, and this is for somebody out there. I'm going to say this one, it's not for all of you. There was also something with regards to family after she passed. Brothers, sisters, father, uncles, cousins, her sister, your brother, your sister, with regards to maybe money or fights that happened after her passing. And this is part of what makes you just like maybe even want to say, I hate these people. You know, that's the energy that I'm picking up on. So for somebody out there, there's drama that happened after she passed. And it was almost like the truth about people was revealed, you know, after her passing. But she knows about it. Okay, she does know about it. So keep that in mind. She does know about it. And it's an interesting energy. But she will still wants you to, you know, that believe that the things are going to work out in your favor. For some of you as well out there, for somebody else out there, you could be looking a lot at what's going on in the world. You could be looking a lot at the situation or the state of the nation, basically. You could be looking at, for instance, what's happening with the government, what's happening in the streets, what's happening with crime, what's happening with the money. And you could be getting very worried about that. I wonder what she's going to have to say about that. Let's have a look and see her energy, more of what she wants to say. Hermit energy coming in here. She was a very spiritual person, without a doubt, and strength. This is major arcanas. She was extremely wise. I'll tell you that. The energy of major arcanas coming in here usually means major energy. So the Hermit coming up, without a doubt, I'm going back to it again. She is definitely a very strong person, very spiritual. She's holding a book there and she's praying. You see what I'm saying? Oh no, it looks like they're holding a book, but we'll say they're holding a book, okay? And then with the Strength card coming in as well, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this message is more for you. I feel like she is a very strong person and has been a very strong person, even though a lot has happened to her with regards to life. Also, there were times in her life that she faced financial difficulties or even poverty at some point where things were very, very hard. But it's almost like she would take what little she had and make a miracle. For some of you, she was a single mom. Okay, you didn't have a dad. She raised you alone, for somebody out there. And with this energy, she was just a strong person. She was like one of the strongest people you ever thought. Like when things were going wrong, yes, she would feel it, but she would stand up and do what she needs to do to raise the family. And that's what she did. And it's interesting energy coming in here. I'm so curious to see what else will come up. I want to grab from under the deck. Got the Lovers card coming in here. And you got the Six of Cups. So she's talking about memories from the past with regards to the Six of Cups. For some of you, yes, she was a single mom. Maybe you guys went through a passing of your father, or maybe you went through a divorce with your mom. And a lot of memories and a lot of things also. And also it's going back, she's jumping around a lot as well. She's literally saying the Six of Cups is also tied to family members as well, especially for some of you who had problems with family members. I have to go back to the Lovers again. I don't know how long she's been passed already from you, how long she's been away from you, but during the time that you haven't been with her. So this for some of you can be quite long. It can be a couple of years already, to be honest. Either you had a divorce or a serious breakup with your partner, and when she was alive, you were still with this person. She is aware of that. She is aware of that. For others of you, you could have gotten married or even had children during the time that she has been passed. And if you have not had this, I feel like, especially if you're a single person, I feel like, especially if you don't have children yet, even if you do have children, I think she's kind of hinting at the fact that you may marry and have another child or have a child. It's coming in quite strongly for somebody out there, okay? It's like she's saying you're still going to get married and have a child or have children. As this kind of energy coming in, especially if you're single, especially if you haven't had children, or even if you're single or you're married and you got maybe one child or two children. It's like she's saying there's another child coming. You know what I mean? So that's quite an interesting energy to pick up on, actually quite unusual. So I do feel like she's saying, especially with regards to love there is going to be love in your life. There's also a beautiful family environment there with the Six of Cups coming in. So even if you feel, especially if you're single and you're going, there's only bad people out there at this moment. At this moment, the dating scene is a mess. I will tell you, even if for myself, like if I'm going to if you're going to ask me to date right now, I'll tell you you're mad. You know what I mean? I feel like we have to wait at least until 2025. Sorry, guys. But the energy right now is going through a little bit of turmoil. So I feel like people are showing are really diving a bit deeper into their shadow selves. And that behavior from the shadow self is not always the best. So I feel like we're going to move more out of that energy moving into 2025. I'm so sorry. But that's just me. I mean, if you meet somebody during this time, hallelujah. But if you're finding problems, just delay a little bit, I feel. But if you do meet somebody during this time, because it's also not my experience, you know, but it is a collective energy that I'm picking up on, because I pick it up in the collective. But there's still going to be people who meet during this time and who are meant to be together. Otherwise, yeah, be careful. I'm just saying. So let's see what comes in here. Winter, take care of your needs. So she's definitely asking you to take care of yourself. It's coming back to something about family members again. There's somebody in your family, I don't know who this is, right? There's somebody attached to your family, a family member or some kind of connection to your family. This person kind of like wants something from you all the time or demands of you all the time. And she's really, really asking you to take care of yourself and not to worry about this person. Don't have guilt that you need to be taking care of them. They need to take care of themselves. At this moment in time, she's really asking you to work on your healing. She's asking you to take care of yourself in every way. And that also means health-wise as well. So she's asking you really to look at what you're eating. Interestingly enough, look at what you're eating. Look at what you're putting into your body. Not just necessarily let me cut back on the calories, okay? But actually look at what you're putting into your body. Sometimes we can be full but starving, if you know what I mean. I mean, your stomach can be full, but it's not filled with the right food. And so your body is literally starving. So she's really asking you to take care of yourself in every which way. Don't put yourself into situations with people that causes a lot of drama. Really focus on your own energy and what is good for you in this winter energy. The winter energy, where I am now in my country, is winter, okay? That's why I was coughing earlier. Literally, it's a time of going within. It's a time of healing. It's a time of comfort. It's a time of taking care of yourself. And that's what we're moving into. But remember, not long after winter, because we just literally had winter solstice. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, you had summer solstice. So we just hit like either the longest day of the year or the shortest day of the year. And that means that spring is coming, and that means that autumn is coming. So there is a time when something is going to change here for you. It doesn't stay that way. Follow the voice of your star. We've got star ancestor coming in here. So this is an ancestor. This is her energy coming in so much. She is actually asking you to trust your own intuition here, to trust yourself, especially with regards to people around you and what you are feeling. Trust what you are feeling with regards to, she's especially mentioning people, okay? If you feel like you should distance yourself from certain people, then do so. If you feel like you need to walk your own path and do what you feel you need to do, then do that. Follow the voice of your own soul. Don't allow other people's needs and wishes and desires to make you not live the life that you're meant to be living. And I feel like this could be part of her story as well. I feel like she sacrificed a lot. She sacrificed a lot for the family, and she never really had a chance to do what sometimes she wanted to do. So she's going, don't do what I did. Do not do what I do. Do what is good for you. Do what you want to do. Sometimes we have to listen. I'm taking all those cards. Sometimes we have to listen to our heart and our soul and listen to what we are being told. So I feel like a very strong energy of you needing to walk your own path, needing to follow your own soul and your own heart. Okay, do what is right for you. So we've got here the Hangman rocking up. Can you believe that the Hangman is coming up next to winter? That's like, wow. So the Hangman energy is associated to a wait, pausing. So she is definitely letting us know here that there's a moment here with winter and the Hangman coming next to it. Maybe already you've been going through a quiet time in your life, or a problem is not getting solved, or you're not seeing the shifts that you want to see. She's asking you to hold on a little bit. There is spring is coming. In other words, summer is coming, and it's almost like something is going to grow or be revealed during that time. So she wants to guide you here. I can see this. The Emperor, look at that. You're going to be, I honestly feel like the whole top row here, especially these cards here, I feel like it's associated to something coming in that's going to put you into a place of power with the Emperor being here. I feel like it's got to do with you maybe wanting to go in your own direction, do your own thing. For some of you, you might want to relocate in some kind of way. You may be restless. You may want to maybe leave some family members behind, or you may want to just venture out on your own and do your own thing. Maybe step out, maybe open a business, maybe go look for another job, move to a new area. I almost feel like this energy of you wanting to have something fresh and something new. You know what I mean? And I feel she's saying, go for that. Follow your heart. Do what your heart is telling you. Because where you go, it puts you into a place of power in your life with the Emperor. If you're thinking of opening like a business, she's just going, yes, 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 yes. You've got what it takes to make that business thrive. Okay, so that's interesting. Then we've got this beautiful Judgment. There is definitely something coming. I love the way she's coming in here with hope and information for you. Okay, she's telling you, just wait a little bit longer. And remember something, the Lovers card as well, which you've got Gemini and we've got Virgo in your reading and Leo in your reading and Aries in your reading so far. So she is actually letting you know, with the Judgment coming in, the Judgment does talk about some kind of ending or change that is going to take place in your world. And it talks about this in a way that it's almost as if when this, you're going to wait and the change is going to take place, and you're going to be put on the right path where you're going to be following your heart that takes you to a place of power in your life. Remember, the Lovers card is not only about love or a relationship. It's also your path in life and where you walk and if you're on the right path or not. So I do feel like she's letting you know a change is coming in. The Star card coming in here, believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Oh my goodness. You've also got Aquarius in your reading. You've got quite a lot of major arcanas coming in here. Compared to the first reading that I did, you have the most major arcanas. You have more major arcanas than you actually have court cards. Literally, you've only got one. And every other card that lies on this table that's a tarot card is associated to major life changes. So I feel like she's letting you know. And it's interesting that we do have the Strength card here and we do have the Hermit, because the Hermit can sometimes be associated to a pause as well, a time in life where nothing is happening. I mean, if you're sitting there meditating, nothing's happening, you're in the present moment, you're just in this isolation energy. And the Hermit card is also a sign that it won't be there forever. We don't remain in the Hermit energy forever. There's a moment where you go into this Hermit energy. It can be for healing. It can be for to regather your energy, or even to get you to a time and place where you're meant to be for the change to take place. And then all of a sudden you got this change taking place that's got to do with you and your dreams, what it is you want to see in your life. And then we have the Strength card right here with the Emperor, showing that this change is literally going to be leading you to a place of power somewhere in your life. So I really like this. Let's get some more tarot cards out for you. This is Psychic Tarot of the Heart, so it's a little bit different than the usual. We got this. Wow, we've got the Star card coming up twice in your reading. It's just called something different here. So we got the Heal card. The Star card and the Heal card are the same thing. Okay, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. There is a major dream coming true for you here. And it's interesting, in the Star card, it kind of shows, it says heal. So maybe at this moment in the Hermit energy, while you are waiting for this change to come, you are healing, and you are going to be setting a lot of things free. And you may even be setting yourself free with the chains breaking. And that's that energy of follow your heart. It's interesting. It looks like a star right in the middle of his heart there. And this is Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul, which is your heart energy. And I feel like there could be something that comes up. You may even decide, to be honest, to change direction, to set yourself free, to move away, to have a new beginning. And I feel like this is going to take you really to where you want to be. I feel like this is something that you can do, and it's very, very achievable for you. So let's see what else comes in for you. We've got rest and reconsider. This reading, wow, this reading, it's so on point. It's like half the cards that come out are literally pointing to this energy of pause, wait. Do you see how this is just leading? And it's leading straight up there to this energy of the hangman. And you got the 9 of Wands here. I do feel like there is certain people with the 9 of Wands that you are going to shut out. I feel like even now you're shutting them out with the rest and reconsider. I feel like you're putting your walls up there. But really, to be honest with you, I do feel like you are going to relocate. I got this energy of you leaving where you are. I keep picking up on it over and over again. It's like you're leaving where you are. And she's saying, don't be afraid. Don't think that where you are is where you will remain. Don't think that the life that you have is the life you will always have. You are going to be moving away from what is not serving you, from the people that you no longer want to have connected to you, and you're putting up your walls. The last step that you need to do now is to step out and to really follow your heart and to go and do what you need to do to move to. I feel like you really are moving. I do feel like it. You're either moving your home somewhere else, you're moving away, you're getting a new job, but something is changing here. And she's going, this is so good for you. This is so good for you. Do not isolate yourself. Do not shut the doors and lock yourself in to protect yourself from the world outside. And at the same time, you're protecting yourself from experiencing, you're actually preventing yourself from experiencing what life has to offer you. I mean, you've got 2 star cards, okay? You've got an Emperor here, which is an unbelievably strong energy with the Strength card coming in. So let's see what else comes in. Yeah, you got, yeah, look at your reading. And you've asked for this. You got a Death card underneath the Judgment. There is a change coming. There is a change coming, my card number 2. And I feel like this is coming in for you. I feel like you called for it. I feel like the Death card does not show up, okay, uninvited. You invite the Death card by asking for change. You invite the Death card by saying, I don't want to experience this kind of way of being. I want to have a new way of being. I want to experience something different. And so the energy will be moved for changes to take place, to take you to where you want to be. And so she's kind of like letting you know, if anything changes now, you got a Judgment with the Death card. What more must we say? If anything changes after this, please do understand this is for you. This is for you. This is for your life. You are going exactly where you need to be. Look at that. You've got your Knight of Swords coming in here. I want to put it this side. With the Death card, there's some kind of action. This is actually coming quicker than what you think. I feel like this change is very, very close to you. The Knight of Swords is action that is going to be taken either by you, by life, or by other people. That is going to cause an ending to something. That is going to be a judgment ending, okay? And the judgment ending is negative things that come to an end, moving you into positive things that are still coming. You got a World card coming up here, like, wow. I feel like this reading, it's such a positive reading for you. I feel as if you are moving into a time in your life where you are going to be so much more in a better place. Do you see this kind of like energy that I was picking up on in the reading in the beginning? And then you get yourself moving into the Star card twice, the Emperor, the Strength, the Hermit, the Lovers, the Judgment. My goodness. It comes after a change. It moves you into another world, another place, another way of being. Like I'm saying, you may travel around the world, or you may relocate somewhere else in the world. But it also talks about you being able to create and have your own life again, being able to live another way of being. Isn't this one so much better than that one? It is so much better. Let's have a look and see. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at this. And we've got the Page of Pentacles under the deck. A new beginning, okay, that takes you to the World and the Nine of Pentacles. If that's not the Emperor, then I don't know, okay. Look at this. There's so much positivity here. There's a change coming, and I feel like she's saying to you, have faith, believe that this change is coming, because it is coming. You're going to be letting go of so many different things. You've got financial abundance coming in here. There's an increase in finances with this, okay, that leads you to this Nine of Pentacles that just completely changes your world here. I feel like she's going, don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. This is still coming in for you. I can see this energy coming in for you. I can see you rebirthing yourself. What I'm also noticing is this blue energy. I remember how I was remarking about how beautiful this blue energy looks. Then we move into this Death card, and there's this beautiful blue light here that just sets you free. And it's almost as if it just allows you to take off and fly or be rebirthed into a new life that you are going to absolutely love. There we go. Thank you so much, card number 2, for coming in and listening to this reading, for getting the messages that you needed to receive from this beautiful soul, from this a very spiritual person. I feel like she's a very spiritual, very deeply understanding energy, and I'm very honored and grateful to have you here and to have your passed on loved one here. I'm thanking them as well for coming in, for allowing me to share the words that they wanted to speak to you. If the reading does resonate, if you want to help my channel as well, please do hit that thumbs up button and even comment below, share the video, watch another video on my channel as well that will activate the algorithm to share this channel with other people so that they can also get the messages that they're meant to receive. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in one of my other pick a card readings. Bye. Card number 3, welcome into your reading, the Miriam. Okay, my oldest daughter's name is actually Miriam, so one of her other names. So sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in it all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And I did pick up immediately when I held this card that there was a bit of conflict at times between you and your mom. And maybe at the time of her passing, you may not have been speaking to her, or there may have been a disagreement between you and her. She also admits, okay, that she was difficult at times, that she was very stubborn, and she was very kind of closed-minded to certain things. So she does admit that energy coming in here. That's the first feeling I got immediately. You must remember something. Our mothers, as amazing as they are, okay, they are still human beings, and they make mistakes, and they have done things wrong, and just as we do as well. One of the things that I'm picking up from her as well is that for some of you, she wasn't, this is going to be a bit of a hard reading, okay, not for all of you, but for some of you, she could have even been sort of like a narcissistic energy. She could have been very hard on you. You and her could have had a very hard relationship. So I am very curious to see what her energy is now and what she's got to say about all of this. Okay, so let's get in here and have a look and see from the soul, your mom, your grandmom, great-grandmother for some of you, what is going on here? What is going on with her? What does she have to say to you? Oh, goodness. The Three of Wands. The Justice card. So, immediately when I got this card coming in here, I picked up on this energy of like a past with her childhood. And she's talking about how a part of her upbringing did change her perspective. And I'm going to say something very funny. It's almost as if she was uppity, or she's saying uppity. I don't know why. When do I ever use such a word? Uppity, like snobby. And she almost had a specific way that things need to be. So this is how it is. She was raised like that. She was raised by her mother, her grandmother, her father is prevalent in her life as well. There's a male figure that was in her life that was very, very hard on her. And she was affected a lot by that person. if she had brothers or sisters, that father or your grandfather or great-grandfather didn't cope very well with this upbringing, but she coped. She managed to bend when they made her bend, and so she fitted in very well, but she couldn't shake that off moving forward. So it's almost like she wanted everything to go perfectly the way that she thought it should be. With the Justice card coming in here, you got Libra coming into your reading, and the Three of Wands. I just feel this Three of Wands is like her childhood. She thrived though in that environment, but part of her needing to be able to handle that environment also changed her in some kind of way, and it's almost like she tried to force that onto her children. Her way of upbringing, negative or positive, was forced onto her children because it was just carried inside of her. And with the Justice card coming in here, she could have either been one of the two. She could have either been very unbalanced in your raising as a child, or your friendship with her as an adult, meaning that it was one-sided. She always wanted the attention. She always wanted things to go her way. She wouldn't compromise with you. Or she was so straight balanced that she wouldn't allow any compromise from you either, meaning that she wanted everything to be completely perfect. It's either one or the other. It's either you were raised in an environment that was not mothering, not loving at all, because she wasn't doing the job she was meant to do. Remember, she learned that from her family, and she had to bend to fit into that environment. Or she was raised in an environment that was so straight as a pole, you know what I mean, that you couldn't fit in there, which is so interesting. So I do see her acknowledging this kind of energy. Yeah, it's an interesting vibe. I feel like she wanted the best for you, but at the same time, she might have been very controlling with you. Okay, so I want to see what comes up here. Can you show me more information? It's a very hard one. I still pick up her energy. I'll be honest with you. Please forgive me, ancestor or past and loved one. I still pick up her energy as being very kind of closed. She's not used to opening up. And from what I'm picking up on here, even now, okay, I'm going to say a couple of things, and I don't want anything to upset you or anything like that, but I got to say what she's showing me and what she's making me feel and what she's telling me. So she's saying, even now, I'm still in the life after, in the spirit world. I'm still being repaid for what I have done and what I've seen and what I'm to blame for, and what I am carrying, the pain that I experienced. Wow. And then the pain that I gave, what I carried in me. I'm still being repaid now in the spirit world. So it was also very hard on her, but also for what she also did, she needs to be healed there. Okay, and I do feel like it's almost like she's going through trauma counseling in the spirit world. There is such a thing. There is such a thing. Also, she's saying, sometimes when a passed on loved one goes, you may feel that they're around you, or you may feel that they're assisting you in some kind of way. So for her energy, she almost says like, I was there, but I was not there. I've been holding back from you. So for somebody out there, this is many, many years ago. Many, many, many years ago. We're talking 20 years where this person has passed away already. And you may not have picked up on her energy a lot at all since her passing. Maybe a couple of dreams, couple of memories, but it's almost like a wall between you and her. I feel like part of the wall that is built is both of you that have put the wall up. But she's reaching out to you now in this reading, which is quite interesting. So let's see what comes in here. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. That's a beautiful energy. It's also an energy of healing, okay? And the drum, dream and journey. I do feel, to be honest with you, she has gone through something. after her passing. It's almost as if I'm picking up on this energy of like counseling. Like she had maybe on passing a true awakening at that moment and seeing things very, very differently. And I feel like she has been doing a lot of work in the spiritual realm. It's really like that. There is literally spirits that help other spirits in the spiritual realm, beings of light, that help damaged souls in some kind of way to heal and aid and assist them, and they spend time with them. And I feel like she's been going through that. It is going very, very well for her. She sees things very, very differently. And it's so funny because she's been saying, I've been holding back from you. And I think after this, you're going to begin to see more signs of her. And it's going to be very different than what you have experienced from her in life. It's interesting because I feel like she's got karma with you, okay, from the spirit world. And this is what I'm looking at, this kind of energy of these two people with the hands touching that beautiful flower there. And I feel like she's got a healing that still needs to be taking place. Do you know what this all reminds me of? Interesting, I got this weird feeling from this. It reminds me of when somebody is maybe a drug addict or an alcoholic, okay? Maybe she was. And when they go into treatment, part of their treatment is to come and offer forgiveness and to try to help those that they've hurt. I feel like this is what she's doing now. I feel like this is what is part of her treatment, you know. This is a very interesting vibe. I do pick up on a little bit of bitter feelings. I feel like I pick up on bittersweet feelings with you. One thing I can tell you, I know that you love each other. I know that you love each other. I know. And even though there's a lot of water under the bridge, that love is there. I can feel it. It's there. The connection is there. And it's part of what makes her come in here now. So I want to see what flower down here, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. It is, yeah, definitely. She's trying to heal your connection with her. She's getting better as well with the Six of Swords. So I feel like she herself is healing also. But in doing the healing, she will want to heal with you too, with a new beginning coming in. Yeah, look at that. The new beginning, a new start, a new, start for you, going down the faraway tree. If you're watching that series from, you know what I mean, the faraway tree. Who's watching from? I'm just saying, if you haven't watched From, you must go watch From. I think it's on Prime, yeah. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So she's healing and she's moving into a new way of being. It's like she's coming in here with the Page of Cups, almost asking for a new start with each other, asking for a new beginning with each other, asking for, it's not going to be the same as when when she was alive. It's going to be different. I wonder why she's offering or what she wants to offer you. Because sometimes mother figures, grandmother figures, when they pass, they're supposed to give you a gift, which I'm finding quite interesting. This is one of the things I know. When a mother or grandmother, especially mother, passes, they're supposed to give you a gift. I don't know if you know that. So a mother passes, they'll give you a gift in life. They help you one last time. They open one door for you. That's a major door. It happens always. People just don't recognize it. And it's like she's coming in now saying, I will give you the gift now. I got the gift. I've healed enough to be able to do this only now. Okay. So, wow. The Empress, look at this energy. A new beginning between you and her energy. I will tell you again, I do feel like there's a lot of karma between you and her. And I feel part of what she's trying to do is to heal the karma now. It is to heal the karma now. I will be honest with you, I do feel like she is a soul family member of yours. Soul family means that you reincarnate with each other. You have many lives with each other over and over again. And I'm going to jump into a little bit of past life reading for 1 second here, because I hear her talking about things that's something else. So you've had another life with her. You always family in some kind of way. It wasn't always like this. She said it wasn't always like this between me and you. There was a time when we were the closest to of all. And something happened in another lifetime where there was some kind of betrayal that took place from one of you to the other. It doesn't matter who, okay? And so this karmic back and forth between you started. So you might have had another life with her where she could have been your father, your sister, your child, okay, where it was a difficult relationship already. And so this karma between you and her has been repeating over and over and over again. We can see it with the circles here as well. If you look, there's two people and then there's two circles. So we are looking at the circle of life, the repeating circle going round and around. If you take it through, it'll be the infinity symbol going through between the faces and the circles. So there's a karmic connection between you and her. And she's trying, and you got the Justice card, I only notice this now. She's trying to heal the karma between you and her. But it's so funny because it's almost like she's trying, and I just noticed something else. Look at the circles there. You see, the infinity circle is one more time going. This is a karmic soul family connection. It has to be healed. Soul family means you're going to experience life with her again as something else. She can be born as your child. Do you understand? In another life or even in this life. That's how weird it gets, guys. Okay. She is trying to heal this. There's a possibility for some of you she can be born as your child. I'm just saying, or your grandchild. Okay. Yeah. I definitely feel this. Because I'm looking at this Fool card coming in. Okay, and this little rabbit is jumping down the rabbit hole. It's almost like I'm coming back again. I'm coming back, and then there is a woman sitting here, pregnant. Soul family, this is how it is. You will recycle again and again, okay, in that soul family over and over again. So if you are past the age of having a child, your brother's child, your sister's child could have this person, this mother, this grandmother of yours born again into the family. If you have not had a child, she can be born as your child. I'm telling you, this is happening. It is happening. It is happening. I actually met somebody who, my father passed away when I was very, very young, okay? And I actually got to know somebody, and I couldn't understand why is this weird connection between me and this person. And I figured out later that is my father that has passed on long ago. And we ended up becoming friends. Very weird. And it's so funny because I always used to make these jokes with my mom, because my mom was also a very spiritual person. So we always just say, I wonder where your father is now. And then I used to make a joke about a specific thing, about who my father became. And like if you got born again, and literally I met that person and I was like, whoa, wow, you even remind me of this person, you even remind me of him. And that's interesting. And I many times I did help that person as well, so I had that chance also to give back. I feel like in the spirit world she's trying to heal something before this takes place. This is one of the most interesting readings I've done in a while. I want to get the energy under the deck. Let's have a look at the unseen. Yeah, look at the Ten of Swords. This is what she is trying to heal. That's why it comes next to the Sun card. The Three of Swords. This is what she's trying to heal. It's unbelievable. She's trying to bring back she wants to be successful, to bring back the happiness, and she's working on this. That's why she's got the dream and journey. She may appear to you in dreams after this and want to work with you in dreams. Maybe go through some hard memories as well. So if you ever have memories about her that are painful, or dreams about her that are painful, especially after this reading. It's really to be let go of, to be healed. She's working on fixing whatever this is. She's working on fixing whatever this is, because her soul will return into your life again. And she wants it to be different than what it has been before. This is a very powerful reading. Really, out of all three, this is the one that is like the most, I don't know, this is deep, guys. You know, this is deep stuff. She has been through a lot after her passing. A lot was revealed to her about you, and almost instantaneously about who you are to her, why things are like this, and she wants you to know about it. Okay, look at it differently. High Priestess comes in here. Look at it differently. I was literally just thinking High Priestess. I was like, you have to look at this from a deeper spiritual point of view. Listen. Listen to what is going on in the spirit world. Listen to what is more than can be heard on this earthly plane. There is so much going on here. We are only seeing a fraction of the true reality that is going on around us. If I had to remove the veil from your eyes, you would be in shock at the energies moving around you, at what this world truly is. It's an illusion. You are in the dream, okay? And she will re-enter the dream one more time. So you got to look at this from a spiritual point of view. Look at this. You got the Chariot card. Definitely she is coming back in. Look at the heart with the swords, and now the heart with the healing. Once again with two hands. Once again with two hands. This is about you and her. And she wants you guys to make up in some kind of way, or heal this karma that is going on between the two of you. You can get this right. The two of you can get this right. You can have another kind of relationship where this is no more there. I feel like you can get this right. The two of you, you can absolutely get this right. It's no other way. You're going to get it right no matter what. Okay? No matter what is coming, you will get this right. You and her, you're going to heal this karma, and you are going to move forward, and you're going to have another chance, but in a different way. Okay, so this is so interesting. Look, the new chance coming. There it comes, the Ace of Wands. She is re-entering the Wheel of Fortune. There's a cycle of life. One more time, we've got the spiral energy. She is coming back in. It's fated that she is coming back in. This is one of those readings. You know what I mean? The Two of Swords, healing of the karma. Two swords, two hands, two hands. They must move from swords, and they must become hands of healing. Let's see what else comes in here. And a new beginning with the Page of Swords. Imagine, she is being reborn again. She may be a girl when she comes in again. There's a lot about her that is going to remind you. There's the child that's born. Okay, there's the child that's born. There's a lot about her when she comes in here that will remind you of her. There's a lot of things about her. The look in the eye color, the shape of the nose, the side of her face, the body shape, just everything reminds you of this person, of her. The way that she speaks. You know, I do believe she's not coming in the same person. This is what you need to know. She's not coming in the same person at all. She's coming in really having worked on her energy, really having leveled up, and she's asking the same of you, I think, before she gets here. So I feel like the next child that gets born, you know, especially if it's a feminine energy, can be a boy as well. This depends, and it'll be more of a gentler energy in a boy. It won't be like this rough and tumble kind of boy. It'll be like this boy who's more like maybe into reading and art and creative, that kind of energy. Maybe spiritual as well. It'll be this kind of energy. I feel like she comes in letting you know that I am coming back in. We will have a second chance. We must both make sure we hold each other with hands like this. We hold each other with love. And I feel like this is going to be a true healing of karmic energy that has been cycling between you and her. And a part of this as well, I'm just hearing so much information. Card number 3, my goodness, you're really going down the rabbit hole with me today. Okay. She was not going to come back into your world in this lifetime. She was not coming back in. It wasn't something that was going to happen. And she reached a certain height of evolution in the world of spirit, that the opportunity was then offered to her. So it couldn't have happened if she was vibrating on a lower level. She wasn't going to be able to come back in. And because she worked so hard on herself in the world of spirit, wow, it's beautiful energy. But remember, it's not only her, it's you too. Okay, this karma, and she's not revealing to me how it began. It could have been you that caused the karma in another lifetime, okay? Or it could have been both of you, or it could have been her. It doesn't even matter anymore. Thinking about who it was recreates the karma. Okay, that's why she's not revealing it to me. It's like, why even go there? What does it matter? What matters is the healing that's trying to take place. And it's literally both of you that are going to have to work on this. And I will tell you what I'm hearing here is that she's worked on it in her spiritual energy in the spirit world. And she worked on it in such a way where she was able to come back in. She was able to come back in this lifetime for you. And I feel as if when you meet this person again in this lifetime, it's going to be your turn to work on it with them. So you're going to have to be yourself very careful, okay, in any interaction. If you have a child, if you have a grandchild, if your brother has a child, your sister has a child, make sure that you build that really strong relationship with that child. You may even be asked to become a godparent or something of that matter for this child. It is the connection one more time. Really build that relationship, work on that relationship, and let's once and for all, like she's literally saying, let's once and for all break this karma so that the next lifetime we move into, we've got that beautiful connection that we always had before. There we go. Card number 3. This was like the deepest reading I have done. What the subject ended up going into spirit world and reincarnation and everything, and the understanding of what life truly is all about. And I feel as if it was meant for you to hear this and to prepare you for what is coming, with her coming back in. And I feel like you guys are ready to heal this. I feel like you are ready to heal this. I feel like you're ready to be able to move forward in another way of being with each other. And I also feel as if the lives that will come after, where somehow you will be connected to this person again, that is soul family. It will be a good one. It will be a good one. There we go. Thank you so much, card number 3, for being here. If the reading resonates, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. If you have, thank you. This is how YouTube actually notices the channels here. There's an algorithm that runs YouTube, and when people comment or say you watch this video and then you go watch another video, okay, it signals that algorithm to notice my channel, then it will share my video to other people as well. So if you are doing that, thank you so much for doing that. Otherwise, I will see you either in my Hedridge Tarot channel, which is my first channel. There's a link below in the description box. You can go watch a Zodiac reading, or my Hedridge Healing channel, which is my third channel. This is my second one, where I do guided meditation rituals to heal your energy. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next speaker card reading. Bye.